First and 20 now after the holding penalty. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. A man over the middle, and it's complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Slot man moves right. Here's Prescott. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. He's to the 10. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From the 10, this is 3rd and goal. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now they'll go with a reverse. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Prescott from the gun. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, 33 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
180.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, look at the juke. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
13 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey, 73, crowd left Yeti.
On second and goal, Hurts. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Gets around him. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, so
shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Prescott. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Breaks through the contact. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 85 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing is Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw.
He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Go Silver, ready? Alpha.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Hurts on the option right. Fights loose.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Prescott to throw it.
This one swung out to Williams.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Jalen Carter
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here's a give to Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
2nd and 10.
Prescott on play action.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
From 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrape, who's going to keep their heads up.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Cowboys 35. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes again. Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Looking to throw. Prescott going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
The kick is good.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
No touch it. 180, 180. No touch.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL single-game rushing record. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
73, 73.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
60. Great. 180, 180. No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
73, 73.
An audible here to get a new look. They'll run forward, Barkley. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A give for Dillon running right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Now a 2nd and 6.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Great. Truman.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Great. What happened?
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas,